Just gonna get right down to the meat of this. This is about a 5-man orgy I had, unexpectedly, at the penthouse of the City View condos, which is at 20th and Callow Hill. I was dating this one young gentleman at one point in time. I really liked him a lot. We had dated for about, say, 2 weeks. We had not copulated yet, and I was just, saving all my love for him. And, I found out, he'd sent me an email saying, like, listen, I'm moving to New York, and I'm probably not going to see you again. So I thought, and I didn't want to just, like, go out in some, like, sex-crazed mania and get in my genitalia mascot costume and, find somebody else to sate me. So I'm like, all right, well, let's do, one last thing with each other. And he says, sure, actually, I have the perfect thing. So he says, come to the penthouse in the City View condos. And I thought, oh, he probably has someone's place he got for the evening. It'll be, a really nice romantic evening. And I walk in, and all of a sudden I see 5 gorgeous naked men standing in the room, just sort of casually chatting. This is the beforehand of the orgy, mind you. 2 of them approached me from either side, really about like this far away. And they just came up to me and said, long day at work? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So they both start to derode me, which was very sensual. One hands me a glass of champagne, the other one hands me a joint. And I'm like, oh gosh, I have all my props, and I see cold cuts on the table, and salad, and goat cheese, and Sarah Silverman's Jesus Magic is playing on the television screen, and 2 dudes are in the bathroom all of a sudden, just like in the tub smoking. It's paradise. And then there's the city that's before us, and it's like a giant glass lotus flower just blooming on the night horizon. It was romantic, So that goes until about 6 a.m. in the morning, and 5 sore asses later, I leave, and I actually do go to work. And I come back the next day, and I realize, oh God, he's going to New York. I had completely forgotten this during that crazy night of debauchery. So I'm like, all right, I've got to like do something with him. So I go back for the second time. I'm met again by who I believe are the same men who handed me a joint and a glass of champagne. It seems that they reordered the cold cuts and the salads. It was totally like a Groundhog Day. And I seek him out, and we made love in front of the giant, just like vista window in front of the city, and it was really lovely. But you know what? Even though I never saw him again, I walked away with 5 new friends. And that's my story.